Hey guys, this is Chris. I'm playing Splinter Cell Conviction. My game style is Ghost Purist. A few rules that I've got. I have the no gadgets option turned on, which means that I cannot use my goggles. One of the big rules is that I cannot climb up or jump off any kind of ledge, wall, pipe, rail, or anything. I have to take the stairs. I have to go through a lot of light and whatnot. I usually go to the right part of the map here, but I really wanted to take this challenge and was looking for different ways I could do this. And in fact, I found this really cool place. As you can see right here, there's a very, very tiny spot which is dark here. There's only one step. It's the second step on the left side. The right side of the stairs actually has the top stair and the second to the top is both dark, but as you could see, guards that walk up would walk right into you, and I know that happened a couple times. So I went ahead and tried the left part of the stairs just to see if that would work, and sure enough, I was able to sit there. Of course, being here, you have a great vantage point of being able to see everything, pretty much all of the map. And since, of course, there's no marking, I don't mark the guards at all. That's one of the big things, too, is I cannot mark the guards, and so I just have to keep track of where they are and whatnot, where they go. Currently, I believe there were 4 up there, and now 2 of them have gone down there below. Since they have kept walking, I decided to go ahead and roll over here. We do have that one guard diagonal at my 11 o'clock, which is looking right at me. So now those 3 are meeting in the middle. I was thinking about going over there, but then realized that with these guards on realistic, they would definitely see me. In fact, that one guard gave me a warning, a white warning right there. So definitely didn't want to mess that up. So once they had turned away, I was able to slide over, and then they walk over to the back, which I remembered before when I went over to the stairs, so I knew they were most likely going to come back and do that. Now, the one thing that is real tricky here is there's usually a guard in the corner, there's usually a guard in the middle, right there, and then of course I've got the camera to deal with. And sometimes there's even a corner where I just pointed to in that hallway to get to the other room. So I had to time the camera right there, and then I kind of peeked over. Sure enough, I almost got caught by that other guard doing his rotation, and that was interesting. I almost got caught. I think it gave me 2 warnings there, so that was really interesting. Definitely makes for some really, really intense gameplay. Again, with the Ghost Purist mode, you can't mark anybody. It would make it really easy if I could jump on the ledges and whatnot, but this is all about challenging yourself and basically seeing how hard you can make it on yourself. I can't turn off any kind of turrets or anything. I have to leave the environment completely alone, because that's pretty much what a ghost does. So if a guard comes out and he hears anything that's off, then and he gets his flashlight out or makes any kind of wonder what's going on, then yeah, you have to manually start it over. So I go ahead and roll on over, and that was hard enough going on the left side. But this right here, this is by far the hardest part of the Hunter maps, I think, when ghosting like this, by far. I've got 5 guards in here. I've got 2 walking up front. I'm looking up in the back. I've got 1 guarding the exit that I want to take on the right. And you can see they're walking all over the room. Not only that, but the room is completely lit up. Yes, there are dark areas, but where it looks like shadow right in front of me, you'll see right here when I open the door, it's completely lit up. And so I actually have to use line of sight and hide use line of sight for that. Now there is darkness right here, so that's really the only place that you can use. You can't, again, since you can't jump over things, I couldn't jump over the bar or anything like that, so I couldn't go over to the left. So going over to the left would have been impossible. Going up the middle, of course, is impossible. Going over to the right was my only option. And so really this room, I thought that it really was unpassable. And I've got a buddy of mine, we do a lot of co-op in this hunter mode. I've done all the maps, download content included, for all the hunter maps for both solo and co-op, and we thought that this was not passable when we did it cooperatively. But we have been able to do it, and as you'll see in this video, it is possible. Even with this kind of traffic, it's pretty crazy. So as far as strategy-wise, the best time to go, if you're wanting to know, is when they all meet in the middle. The problem with this specific walkthrough was that when the three of them met in the middle, and then the fourth guy went over to the bar, you had the one guy there on my right facing toward me. So if I tried to go toward the right exit, he'd always see me. And so you'll see here pretty soon, they're going to be meeting in the middle here before too long. So, and also you can see with that guard right there, I mean, they will turn on a dime. You can see there I tried to make a chance and go ahead and slide, but a guard went to my exit and realized I couldn't go. So one of the things that we do, just to let you know in co-op, is that we use what we call the time marking, and really whatever way we're facing, like right now I'm facing a certain way toward that potted plant. That would be my that plant would be my 12 o'clock. So right now I've got a guard at my 11 o'clock facing my 6 o'clock is what that means. And so when we're calling out different guards, since we can't mark, we have no idea where they are, we're constantly calling out, okay, you got a guard at your 6 looking at your 9, or you have a guard at your 12 coming over to your 8, or whatever it is. So it really helps when you're playing crap with a partner to have constant communication. So anyway, yeah, this lit room was really pretty crazy. So here I go again. I'm going to go ahead and wait. By this time, I'm really starting to realize that the only thing I'm going to be able to do, the only thing it's going to give me, is when they go in the middle, that back guard is still going to be right there. In fact, I'm looking at them right now. I'm going to have 3 in the middle meet. As you can see right there, they're meeting right there. I've got the 4th guard at the bar, and then when that guy turns away that I'm looking at right there, I'm going to have to take the slide, which I'm about to do now. And again, I have to use line of sight, because they will see you in a heartbeat. And just roll on over. And I knew I pretty much had to go all the way. Sometimes you can stop there in the middle. In the middle there is a dark area you can stop in. The only thing left to do is to go up the stairs until you reach the objective incomplete. I know there are thousands of old school stealth purists out there who may have wrote off Conviction due to its Panther playstyle. However, I would encourage you to try these great hunter maps and see that they can be old school and unforgiving as you want them to be. Playing them on infiltration mode will raise these stakes to a whole new level and intensity, as you will have to use your eyes and ears to look for the laser sources, as your goggles are not available. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough, and check out my other Ghost playlist for both solo and co-op.